Lupita was born in Edinburgh, Texas on October 23rd, 1953. She was a very happy child, very sociable.
Smiling, talking, always trying to help everybody, always trying to see what everything was about. But she was just like, she wanted to know everything about everybody.
But I always got complaints from the teachers that she was always talking in class. She was always talking. And the funny thing is that she talks for a living now. In high school, she did the announcements on the PA, and she worked on the yearbook. And then in college, they had a field trip, and they toured a TV station, which was close by, and she fell in love with it. She fell in love with TV.
I said, this is it. This is what I want to do, even though there were no Hispanic reporters in the market. I believe that education is important to success. There was never a choice. That was just what you had to do, according to my mom and dad. So I did.
We moved to Tucson in 1988, January.
I remember it vividly because here was January, and when we left, it was cold. It was cold all the way, and here we got to Tucson, and it was hot.
And no matter where you are, even if you're in Tucson, Arizona, you always run into a Dallas Cowboy fan.
That's right. Well, I can remember Lupita back in the early 80s when we used to call it BG, before Gucci.
Nobody remembers, except myself, that Lupita was 6 feet tall when she first came to town.
This truck was stopped at the checkpoint about a week ago. And this is where I work, KVOA Channel 4. We're also known as Eyewitness News. We're the #1 station in Tucson, and we've been the news leaders for the last 15 years, probably since I came along.
My recollection was she was this pesky reporter that would come to our crime scenes.
She gets to know everybody in the organizations that she needs to know in order to get information.
Lupita Murillo is in the newsroom this evening with more on that story. Lupita?
Sheriff's deputies say they need 3 tools to do their job: a car, a gun, and a radio. The radio, they say, is their lifeline. We're told this was a runway where the planes would land. They'd pick up a shipment of marijuana. The destination? Probably Tucson.
And you can tell that they're like impressed. The agents and the cops that she's always dealing with, they're all, it's like, holy cow, we should get her a badge and a gun.
Sometimes Lupita comes to me with information about my own organization that I haven't heard yet.
Corrections officers here at the Pima County Jail are quitting. I'll have a live report, and I'll tell you why the turnover is so high. From here, the group of special officers will take the foreman they've arrested into Nogales, Sonora.
Lupita, what is the German government doing now to try to stop this?
Well, Tom, the German ambassador to the United States is stepping in.
Wait, Lupita, what have you learned?
Well, working in corrections is a very difficult and hostile environment, and the possibility of an officer getting hurt is real.
There is no story anywhere that Lupita will not go and track down.
This tunnel goes for about half a mile, and it's covered with satanic and gang graffiti. Investigators say some of the satanic rituals are often held here. This past week, Mantis has made about 20 arrests on crack dealers.
But what got my attention was she used the phrase, "you all."
You know, once a Texan, always a Texan, especially if you're from El Valle. I tell everyone that I live in Tucson, but my home is Texas.
I was a confirmed bachelor. I thought I'd never get married again, and when I met her and we went out, something just clicked. So after our second date, I knew I wanted to be with her forever. We got married April 21st, 1996, and I really support her with all the things that she does, her work at the station, as well as her going out and doing things in the community.
But when I first spent any time with her, I saw how dedicated she is to this profession. She is such a perfectionist. about getting the right story in the right newscast, written the right way with the right piece of video.
She takes a great deal of pride in making sure that she is always first class.
She just brings so much enthusiasm to her work, and she's fearless.
An excellent cook. You can ask Don on that.
Yeah, I've been to her house for dinner. I've met her husband, Don, who has some of the most outrageous shirts I've ever seen.
She makes my life really great because I always know I can depend on her, and in turn I always try to help her and support her whenever I can.
You know, she is so giving. She's asked to MC, she does it. She's asked to go on a walk, she does it.
And when you see that kind of person going out there and giving their utmost to our city, is well deserved on her part to get this award tonight.
More to the young people. You want to see how you should act in both in your personal and professional life? Look to Lupita. She'll show you how to do it. And she does it day in, day out. Every experience I've had with Lupita has been great. She's just a class act.
I've never known anybody in the organization that disliked Lupita. And if we're nice to her, sometimes we even get a rum cake at Christmas time.
And I'm sure you all know about her rum cakes.
You haven't lived until you've had one of Lupita's rum cakes. It's amazing what one rum cake made by Lupita can get you in this business.
The thing about that is she won't give out the recipe, and her husband, Don, has a recipe for margaritas, and he won't give that out either. There's some secret ingredient that they hide. It's about the only thing that they do that I don't approve of.
Well, when she's making rum cakes, it's a secret formula. I sometimes help her at the beginning, but she doesn't tell anybody her secret. And so she gives those rum cakes to people that help her out in stories and our friends. And so everybody's asking her for the recipe, but she will not give it no matter what.
Rum. Lots of rum. That's the secret ingredient.
She has more shoes and more high heels. I'm sure that she probably has a podiatrist on call.
Dressed to the nines on a regular basis.
I've never seen a woman with so many pairs of heels.
I believe she has more shoes than Imelda.
I call her Milda Marcos Jr.
I've seen her cover drug tunnels and SWAT situations in those heels.
She's always dressed to the max and looking good.
We did an extension of our house so we could build her a closet, which is about 15 by 15. I'm not even allowed in it. She's got a whole clothes piled up everywhere, shoes everywhere.
And it really, I think she has impacted the economy of Tucson and probably the entire United States with her purchases of clothes, shoes, handbags, and whatever. So we have to thank her for the economic stimulus that she's provided to this country.
I'm very proud of her.
Congratulations, Lupita. I can't think of a better person to get an award just like this.
Lupita, you more than deserve this award. You're great. You're a wonderful person.
Of all the people I know, you are first and foremost the person that really deserves this recognition. And what the people at your dinner tonight don't know is that in December you're going to be receiving an award from the Pima County Sheriff's Department at our awards ceremony. So God bless you and thank you for all you've done and being the person you are.
Thank you, Lupita, for your great effort and commitment both to our community and to my family. Your contribution to our city is deeply appreciated, and I just want to say thank you to your mom and dad too for letting you come to Tucson and be a part of our family, and I hope to see you more in the future.
Lupita, it's been a fun 36 years. I figure you and I are both set to do another 36 together here. Congratulations on this well-deserved honor.
Lupita, you are my love of my life. I really appreciate everything you've done, and you definitely deserve this award. Thank you so much. I love you.
My sincerest congratulations to Lupita on this well-deserved recognition. Your decades of service to Southern Arizona, whether tracking down corruption or working for one of your many community organizations, serves as a role model for all aspiring journalists. I'm honored to have called you a colleague all those years ago and to always call you a friend. Lupita, congratulations. I love you.
It's been fun sharing these few moments with y'all, and if you're ever in Tucson, please give me a call. Good night
y que pasen muy buenas noches.